Good day, everyone. Today, we will be presenting our integrity and anti-corruption analysis on the Rolls-Royce corruption scandal. This case is one of the largest corporate corruption cases in history involving bribery across multiple countries over many years. Before we begin, let me introduce our group members. Irfan Mahfuz Yusof, Wanzul Shahmi, Afiq Hidayat, Ma Yi Rui, Ma Jia Hui, Ma Jia Wei, and Yi Hao Wang Se Zhu.
Rolls-Royce corruption scandals, one of the largest corporate bribery cases in a modern business history. This case shows how corruption can damage trust, integrity, and a company reputation, even in a globally respected organizations. Rolls-Royce was involved in systematic bribery practices across several countries to secure government contracts and businesses advantages. Investigation revealed that millions of dollars were paid through intermediaries over many years, highlighting serious weaknesses in our corporate governance, internal controls, and ethical leaderships. Therefore, through these presentations, we will discuss the causes of the corruption, the punishment faced by the company, the impact of the scandals, and the important lesson organizations can learn to prevent similar cases in the future. Thank you.
Today, I would like to talk about the Royce bribery scandal, one of the largest corporate corruption cases in recent history. Royce based is a British multinational engineering company and a leading aircraft engine manufacturers. However, between 1989 and 2013, the company was involved in bribery and corruption in several countries, including Indonesia, China, India, Russia, and Malaysia. The company used the agents and consultants to pay briberies to foreign officials and decision makers. These payments were made to obtain confidential information, win contracts, and protect business interests. The case was investigated by the UK Serious Fraud Office, the United States Department of Justice, and the Brazilian authorities. In 2017, Russia agreed to pay about 671 million in penalties as part of global settlement. This scandal shows that unethical business practice may bring short-term benefits, but they can seriously damage a company's reputation, public trust, and long-term success.
Good evening, everyone. Today I want to talk about factors contributing to the effects. Firstly, the company had weak culture. The company did not check things carefully, so corruption could happen easily. Thirdly, the management was not good. At the same time, some leaders did not follow the rules properly. Thirdly, this was pressure to get good results. Some workers want more money and society, so they made wrong choices. Next, the company did not have strong moral value. Honesty and responsibility were not very important in the company. Lastly, the company trusted outside agents too much, and some of them were involved in bribery. In conclusion, weak culture, bad management, and lack of honesty caused this corruption case.
Rolls-Royce Holdings were involved in a large-scale bribery scandal between 1989 and 2013. This company paid briberies to foreign government officials in countries such as Indonesia, India, Russia, in order to win valuable business contracts, especially in energy industries. This company used intermediaries and agents to hide illegal payments through secret agreements and false documents. This action violated international anti-corruption law, including the UK Bribery Act 2010. This scandal showed a serious lack of business ethics, transparency, and accountability. As punishment, Rolls-Royce entered into a deferred prosecution agreement, also known as PDA, with the Serious Fraud Office in 2017. This company agreed to pay around 671 million in fines and investigation costs, making it one of the largest corruption settlements in UK history. In addition, Rolls-Royce was required to improve its compliance system by stringent anti-bribery controls and cooperate governments to prevent future mistakes.
Good day, everyone. Now I will explain the implications of this case. There are several major impacts caused by the offense. First, it can damage the company's reputation because people may lose confidence in the organization. Second, it may lead to financial losses due to penalties, reduced business opportunities, or lower sales. Third, it creates a weak management image, which can affect how the public views the leadership of the company. Lastly, it reduces stakeholders' trust, including customers, employees, and investors. Therefore, these impacts can negatively affect both the company's performance and its long-term development. Thank you.
I'd like to briefly introduce the improvement made to address corruption. First, a stronger corporate governance had been implemented by establishing clear policy and improving accountability in decision making. This will help organizations operate with a greater integrity. Second, better monitoring systems have been introduced to improve supervision and detect irregular activity at early stage. Third, ethic training is provided to employees to encourage ethical behavior and responsible decision. In addition, whistleblowing system allow misconduct to be reported safely and confidently. Lastly, increased transparency help build public trust and support sustainable growth. Together, this measure create a more ethical environment and reduce corruption.
Now I will present the lesson learned and conclusion from the Royal Royce corruption case. In this case, there are several key lessons that organizations should take seriously. First, strong internal control is very important. Company must have a proper monitoring system and approval processes to prevent unethical activity, such as bribery. Open control make it easier for corruption to happen without being detected. Second, ethical culture must be built within the organization. The main employee at all levels should clearly understand what is right and what is wrong. The company should promote honesty and integrity in daily operation. Third, responsible leadership plays a crucial role. Top management must set good example and ensure that ethical behavior is followed throughout the company. If the leader are involved in misconduct, it will influence the entire organization negatively. Next, company must monitor be carefully. In this case, intermediaries and agents were used to carry out bribery. So businesses need to conduct proper check and due diligence on external partner. So for the conclusion, the case shows that corruption can seriously damage a company reputation, profitability, and long-term sustainability. Therefore, company must always follow ethical standard and implement strong anti-corruption measure to avoid similar scandal in the future. Thank you.